Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. Today, we're continuing with episode 2 of Birds of the Shore. How are you all doing today, my lovely cast?
Guys, I'm a murderer. I'm rating 1400 right now. 1417. World of Warcraft. It feels good to be a murderer. I'm not gonna lie.
John, for clarity, everyone, John's been doing a lot of PvP. Playing Horde.
It's true.
Playing Horde.
Yeah, I hate it. It's lame. But
Horde,
I'm doing it.
As in the Gears of War game type?
Yeah, exactly. I'm Dom, you know. No, okay. That's fine.
Action roll shoddy all day long.
I just shout for Maria before I blow up into my gas tanker.
Ooh?
Huh?
What?
I think we went past my knowledge of.
I like Gears of War, guys. Gears of War was fun too. All right.
I thought you were making a Fast and the Furious reference. Okay.
They don't own the name Dom, okay?
Bam.
Don't give them ideas. They will soon.
Maria.
Oh,
Fast
God.
and the Furious, Inception, and Gears of War.
Fair enough. Okay.
And just see which one of them has the best lawyers, and then that'll be the new Mickey Mouse.
Alright, yeah, enter in the chat who your favorite Dom is. We'll discuss later on.
Name your favorite Doms.
Yep.
Okay.
This is Dom Appreciation Night at Fable Table.
Apparently.
Sure, you know, get your whips out.
Here on National Coming Out Day, we're just talking about our favorite Doms. Okay. Moving on.
We're discussing it with our subs, I believe, actually.
Oh my God.
True. Greg, how are you?
my
How are
God.
you now, Greg?
Looking
All right.
forward to playing some Scum and Villainy.
Yeah,
That's how.
yes, we're off to such a punchy start. It's going to be great. Last we played, you all were on the planet of Saber. You had been framed for the murder of a chief scientist for Mian Bao, which is like the breadbasket corp of the sector. Someone murdered their like VI chief scientist that was developing a new nutrition VI, like for an app. And you all were attempting some other shenanigans. I think we landed on you were trying to steal some sort of alleged tech they had that would allow the moss, like the living moss of Saber, to continue living off planet, which has thus far been impossible. You all came up with a plan to break out of the jail, and you got a bunch of the other prisoners to like have a riot, which gave you the opportunity to bug out when the power went out. And then you all headed for the hills, evading the military, who, when we went over factions last time at the end of the mission, and I gave you all a -1 status with the Orion Space Force 49th Fleet, I'm gonna retcon that, and I'm going to give you a +1 status, bringing that back up to 0. You didn't really affect the Space Force, like you didn't go you didn't take their shit, you didn't directly fight them. They just got a call like for assistance, and you got away, and they've got too much. Like they don't care. They don't care about this one shuttle that made it away.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
The OSF as a faction doesn't care about us,
Yes.
but Captain Barbosa of the OSF is pissed.
Captain Barbosa.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is that the name I gave?
Nope. I just made it up.
It is now.
Okay.
It's the name that I remember in my head canon, Nick. It just has to happen now.
I have this written down though. The admiral of the 49th Fleet is Admiral Biego with a B.
Yeah, but Admiral Biego is out doing admiral shit.
Yeah.
He's not
So
piloting
this
that
is
one.
Captain Barbosa.
Yeah, Captain Barbosa was in charge of that one crew that had an explosive shot in their face.
Fucking hates you guys. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Personal slight. How dare we run off from him?
Yes. And having a rival, and in fact, I'm gonna go to the SS Retribution here, and I'm just gonna add a new contact. And this. Oh wait, you all can't have rivals on here. So the ship cannot have rivals. You don't get like. I don't know. There's no down arrows for rivals.
I propose that our intrepid leader, Sonny D, now has a rival that he might not be aware of.
Okay.
Known Captain Barbosa.
No, I just put it with a big, bold rival in your crew contact. So you may not contact him for help. You will not. You will get You'll get penalties if you ask Captain Barbosa for help.
Oh, that's actually brilliant. Oh, I can't wait to call him up and troll that.
Yo, Barbosa, my man, what's up?
Hey, we're gonna be here. We hope to see you there.
There you go. Okay, so I've updated that. You also now have 0 status instead of -1 status with the OSF.
Nice.
Okay, I think I threw out that one a little too eagerly. So now you all made a break for the hills or the canyons, and you are now hanging out with one of Dax's contacts. Greg, do you want to introduce your guy again?
Yes, this is Shad. He is a weapons dealer that has been operating out of a small cave system in a farm up outside of Lichen Drop. He specializes in all kinds of arms and black market specialties and is here taking advantage of the, we'll call it confusion after the elevator was sabotaged.
Yes.
And he's a good friend of Dax's, but maybe not as good as Dax remembered, because it took some stress and some favors owed to convince him that it was okay for us to lay low here, even though he's not getting paid and the OSF is out looking for us.
Yeah. He either asked for some money or just some honesty on what's going on, since you all like had a lot of heat following you, including, the military. I believe we've done our payoff and upkeep. We have done our heat. We have done our engagement role, which was chatting with him.
Entanglement?
Yes, entanglement. Thank you. Not engagement role. That's different. Important distinction.
It kind of is, yeah.
It is, yes. Thank you. Also passed the Moss Tacos, says Beth. Excellent, yes. Which is hilarious because I just had carnitas for dinner, so exactly. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the downtime activities. So I'll just go ahead and bring up the cheat sheet here. So between jobs, you may pursue 2 downtime activities attending to personal needs and side projects. You may take additional actions by spending 1 cred for each action. You also recover all uses of your armor, and for any downtime roll, you can add +1d to the roll if you get help from a friend or contact. After the roll, you may increase the result level by 1 for each cred spent. Either by like hiring assistance, paying a bribe, there should be there can be some sort of narrative implication for where that money, like how that's being allocated. So a 1 to 3 result becomes a 4 to 5, 4 to 5 becomes a 6, 6 becomes a crit. Now the other thing I'll say about downtime activities is they should fictionally make sense. So you all are here. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
And we're back. Something weird happened. Okay. So if you are, if you're trying to do something that doesn't make fictional sense, we should talk about how you get into a fictional position to do that. But we are kind of also like simultaneously in free play. So if we want to move the crew out from laying low for the moment here in the cave system, we totally can. And if we need to do some like time jumps around to make like this all make fictional sense, that's okay too. So the downtime actions are, and I'm not going to get into the descriptions quite yet until we actually pick these, but they are acquire asset, craft, indulge vice, lay low, long-term project, recover, repair, and train. So are there any questions on the downtime activities, or does anyone have any ideas?
I can go first, since mine's going to be really simple, and let everybody else think about what they're doing. So Dax has gone who knows how long, locked up in a penitentiary or a detention center of some kind without the... Huh?
I think it just dropped again. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, Greg.
No worries.
Oh, I think we're still here.
We're back.
Okay. After all the drops yesterday, I am like actively keeping a close eye on my internet, and I just like saw it drop off a cliff.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Temer. Go ahead, Greg.
All right. So Dax has been who knows how long without his liquid sky, as he has been locked up in a penitentiary or detention center of some kind for who knows how long. He sure doesn't. And he's had the shakes and he's had the sweats, and he's stressed out because he owes his friend this favor, and he knows that his friend kind of needed a little something right now, even though he knows he's good for it. And his arm hurts. This is like this electrical net on it. He's not real sure how it got there because he definitely used his psychic powers to beat those drones. But he is going to do two things. The first thing he's going to do is he is going to recover. He is going to ask the one and only Dr. Norm Clownson to tend to this wound, right? Try to cut this net off so I have use of my hand again. Help me maybe prescribe some antidepressants, get this stress under control. That's my level 2 wound. And we're going to be spending some time resting as my first recovering, I believe is the term for my first downtime action.
Yes. So for recover, you just remove all level 1 harm. And then you roll the ship's crew quality -1, or a crewmate with the doctor ability can roll to advance your healing clock per level of result. So we have a 6-step clock here under your harm for recovery, and we'll just track the progress. Would Norm, you be willing to treat my wounds for me, or will we roll the crew?
Honestly, it's the same roll because I have the special ability Physiker, which allows for an extra 1 dice to be rolled. However, I would love to help you specifically.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
Because, you did outstanding work. And behind the lead-based paint, which is supposed to block infrared sensors of my, vital signs from enemy scanners, or however they detect who I truly am. You're my boy. You saved my life at one point. It could have been yesterday, it could have been a year and a half ago, but I owe it to you. And honestly, I feel guilty about the other doctors who put you through such strenuous mental breakages.
Let's see. Awesome. I think Dax is fairly oblivious of this, but is still very happy to get his anti-anxiety and his arm doctored up. So I guess I'm stepping on Nick a little bit here. I was about to say, give me that roll. I'll see the DMing to you.
If you all are satisfied, like, you know, in a lot of sci-fi, you know, like Stargate or Battlestar Galactica or whatever, they're like, all right, come over here into the med bay and sit on, you know, the table with the fancy, you know, like scanner that'll tell us exactly what's wrong with you. You all don't have that. You don't have a med bay. You have like a fucking table or a cot. So I just, you know, like as you know, Dax is laid up or whatever, you know, what does the treatment look like?
I think that makes Dax even like more comfortable, right? If we had like a true med bay, I think he might be having some like flashbacks to uncomfortable times. But instead he's like relaxing on the cot and then like cutting the net off, maybe putting some salve on the wounds, and then he you know, talks to him about how stressed he's feeling, maybe gets some I think it's just a very like relaxed, maybe it's even like just a cot in Norm's room, there's like balloon animals hanging out, like instead of like medical posters and stuff, like very comforting balloon animals for Dax while he's getting like kind of treated up.
I love it. Fantastic.
I just want there to be a balloon animal with a syringe just sitting above the bed.
What am I supposed to roll here? How do I help you recover?
You will roll doctor. And then what is your, can you link your psychicer ability really quick?
I sure as shit cannot, because this
really
does not let me.
Oh.
Okay, I hate to be this guy. Physic. When it's spelled that way, it's a physic, so he's a physicer.
Psychicer. You may
I'm sick in the head.
Oh
yeah. How can I link anything? There's no way to. There's no button to link.
Isn't it two Z's like pizza? Shouldn't it be Fitseeker?
I don't know. Tell me your secrets, and I will abide by them.
Oh, another special armor. Show special item. Darn. There's no setting for that.
Copy pasted it in chat.
Thank you. Yeah. So you may blah blah blah. Your crew gets +1d to recovery rolls. So yeah, you can roll doctor at a +1.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll 3d6.
Sure. That is a 4. So you make 2 progress on your recovery clock there, Greg. You can spend a coin to get another action where John could roll again, or you could spend a coin or a cred rather, to increase that die result from a 4-5 to a 6, which would move you to a 3 on the recovery clock.
Oh, no. I'm very happy to just keep it as is. We'll take my 2 on the recovery clock.
Perfect.
And yeah, that's just gonna be some ongoing stress. You know, I got some stress in my life. Gotta work on that. And so I thank Norm profusely. I pop some SSRIs and I make my way to the like one room where I'm safe, and I'm dropping like 5 tabs of liquid sky. Like it is time to go into the longest stupor to help my stress as much as possible.
Okay. Indulging vice.
Yes.
Okay, let me read the quick description of Indulge Vice for our viewers. Engage in your vice and roll dice equal to your lowest attribute, which I'll articulate here in a second. Clear stress equal to the highest die result. If you clear more stress than you had marked, you overindulge. We'll get to that. If and when that happens. If you don't or can't indulge your vice during downtime, you take stress equal to your trauma. So if anyone gets a trauma, if you don't indulge vice, you just take stress during downtime. Because they kind of, vices start to run your life. So let's take a look. Your vice is stupor, which is your experimental drugs, your liquid sky, which is fantastic. Now your attributes here are insight, prowess, and resolve. You have 3 dots in resolve, or 3 actions have points in them in resolve, 2 of them in prowess, and none in insight. So when you click this Indulge Vice button, it's going to roll 0d6, meaning rolls 2 and takes the lowest. And that's how much stress you lose. So
Absolutely.
it's possible you could overindulge here, though highly unlikely. You'd have to roll
Very highly.
like 2 5s or a 5 and a 6. So that's
All right.
4. Oh wait, no,
You
that's
ready?
John's roll. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go.
Are you supposed to have blips in your side sheet?
Like resolve, prowess, and insight.
Yeah, those should be there.
It's whatever is to the left of the line is how many you have skills, and that's the numbers he's referring to. The blue line on your character sheet and under insult or insight, prowess, and resolve. You know what I
So
mean?
for you,
Let's settle Greg's thing first, because I feel like I missed out on a fundamental part
Okay.
of this game, and now it's too late.
no worries. So, Greg, unfortunately, you rolled a 1 and a 2, so you clear 1 stress.
Yep.
Why?
Perfect.
Why is taking 5 tabs of Liquid Sky not that stress reducing for you?
I think it's because the stupor that I'm looking for is too deep, right? I think it just knocks you out, right? At that rate. I don't think I get that relaxing indulgence in being just in a stupor for a while. I think I like black out, and then like 3 days later the crew's like, "Hey, are you coming, Dax?" And it's like, "Ah, shit." Like no time passed for him.
Yeah. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay. So, John, do you want us to go over the Indulge Vice and how that works mechanically again for you?
No, I'm wondering what is the deal with insight, prowess, and resolve, and
Yeah.
how many blips I should have in the right-hand thing. Because I just
The right hand
noticed that-
thing represents your experience.
Okay.
So the right hand things, when you mark experience for your character sheet, you may choose to progress your playbook, which you'll find underneath your special abilities, or you may choose to advance one of those 3 columns, right? So that you can,
Okay.
and when you advance all the way to the end, you may take a point in one of the skills in that column, right? So if I got, for example, 6 prowess, I could take another point in scrap, right?
Okay.
Um,
Well, here's my question.
Yeah.
Wait, are we supposed to start with anything in those, or are they supposed to
no,
be empty?
they are empty.
The XP is
Okay.
supposed to start empty. And then, oh my gosh, come on, roll 20. Let me drag this down.
Because
So-
now I'm reading on chapter or page 11 of the thing that we might need some.
On page 11, you say?
Yeah, on the thing. Example actions and attribute ratings.
Let's take a look.
So your attribute rating is underneath. So do you see how there's this line underneath the name of the attribute? When you take a skill, when I assign 1 point to scramble,
Mm-hmm.
that first point represents one of my prowess ratings. When I took a point in scrap, that is another point in prowess. So I have 2 as a prowess rating. When you take additional points past that line, they don't contribute to your rating. It's a rating of like breadth of skill.
Okay.
So looking at your sheet, John, you have 2 insight because you have a dot in doctor and a dot in study. You have 1 prowess because you have a dot in skulk, and you have 2 resolve for your dots in consort and sway. So there are certain actions, like generally on missions, like your actions are going to use doctor, hack, rig, study, helm, scramble, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But when you indulge vice and then we're now reconnected.
Nice.
I think. Okay.
We are back. I see myself waving.
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
Good job.
I'm sorry, Beth. That must be really frustrating for you. Condolences. Okay, so let's move on to our next downtime actions. Does anyone have any ideas or have any questions?
I have a question.
Sure.
I have a level 1 harm.
Yes.
As a level 1 harm, do I have to recover to get rid of it?
Yes.
Or will a level 1 harm in some way go away? And then what does less effect mean?
Yes. So Greg made a point about harm and the consequences of harm that I missed the first time I played this game, and Greg was correct. Harm, if the harm that you have makes sense to impede your ability during an action roll, like if you were doing any type of prowess while bruised, you would suffer from having less effect, meaning that if you're working on a clock, you get one less tick on the clock from your dice roll, or narratively you'd have a slightly reduced impact. Does that make sense?
It does.
Great.
I think then I don't know if I want to spend a full downtime action to get rid of a level 1 harm just yet, when maybe my prowess would have just a little bit less effect.
Yeah.
Even though I use prowess a lot. So I can go next.
Okay. What do you have in mind?
About ready. Well, I definitely have a couple things that I want to do. One, I want to try to get in contact with Rin, who is the smuggler that helped us during the last job. I don't know if that's a downtime action or if that's just free play.
That would be free play, unless you're like trying to acquire an asset from them, or.
Yeah, I don't think we don't even know what our next job might be. I don't know what my asset would be yet. So I think if I want to acquire an asset, I can do that with a flashback and spend my crit, right?
Well,
okay, so
tell you what, maybe if it would be helpful, let me tell you a little bit about our potential next job. Because with downtime and free play, I think the game should have done a better job at saying like they are intermingled. Like you can go gather information and like do work on your next job while doing downtime actions, especially as it relates to acquiring an asset. Like, how do you know what to acquire if you don't know what you're going to be doing? Dax is just hanging out, taking some drugs, vegging on his cot. Who would receive this text? Ooh, I don't actually know. Can I have everyone roll me a d6?
Not me.
Andy, don't let the clown get a call. Okay. Come on, Andy.
Is Andy frozen?
Is Andy frozen?
Andy is definitely frozen.
Oh,
we lost Andy. No. Okay.
Rip. I am now Andy.
There you are. Hey, buddy. Welcome back.
So sorry.
It's all good.
Sorry.
Can you roll us a d6, please?
Yes.
How dare you let your camera freeze after the stream froze like 6 times already?
My internet dropped out for a second. What am I rolling for again?
This is just to see who receives a text about your next job. So, Norm.
Someone's calling me on my emergency clown phone.
On the emergency clown phone. Okay. So, Norm, you get a message on your data pad, and what you see is just this icon on your screen. Let me just clear these to show what everyone sees. You see this logo here. It looks like a bunch of concentric circles with a V on it.
Honey, I told you to stop going to those shady websites on my data pad. You son of a bitch.
If you are so inclined to keep up with pop culture, you would recognize this as the self-made logo of Vorex, the kind of like world-renowned information broker world's renowned information broker, and a wizard class hacktivist. He is the one.
God, I wish I had done the intro actually.
Yeah. Does
Dax's take on Voryx is very different from the world-renowned hacktivist.
Yes. So he released this manifesto a little while ago that you all saw, like the news clip from Stacey Weathers that talked about a little bit, where Voryx is claiming that there's like a cabal of corporate executives running the shore, that they use illegal AI, and that the masses are sheep to them. So you get a message from Voryx that says, wow, you all managed to get off the grid. How elusive of you.
I do : small o, close parenthesis.
Is that a clown nose, John?
It's a clown nose, baby.
You get
He's a Duma.
You get the ellipses that someone's typing, and then nothing, and then the ellipses, and then nothing, and then the ellipses again.
Some wizard you are.
Yes. So you all were framed for murder. Would you like to catch the guy who set you up?
Oh,
Dash Voryx.
okay.
Okay.
O space K.
And you receive a dossier on an assassin named Cho Tarek, which I will type in the chat here. Cho uses he, him pronouns. The dossier indicates that Cho is a knife, and knives are the names of assassins in the Peated Blades, which is, in fact, a criminal syndicate that you all have positive status with.
Yep.
They are a dangerous criminal syndicate known for their control of gambling and assassination in the sector. They do operate generally out of Saber, but they are notorious for operating all over the entire sector. They just are headquartered here on Saber. The dossier indicates that Cho Tarek was given a job, or the Peated Blades rather were contracted to assassinate two scientists for Mian Bao, one of which is dead. The other is not. And the dossier indicates, or Voryx alleges, that Cho was assigned this job when the Peated Blades were hired. He went on to do the job and then went AWOL upon breaking into the Mian Bao facility, killing one of their scientists, and then leaving with an asset. Stole something, really, and decided to bug out. Voryx alleges that whatever he stole, Cho Tarek must think is worth giving up his position in the Peated Blades and risking their wrath. For the Peated Blades hate having jobs unfinished. And as such, the Peated Blades have put a rather generous bounty on Cho Tarek's head. And Voryx is offering to hire you all to find him first. Whether, if you all want to bring him to justice, that's fine. All I require is the asset that he acquired from Mian Bao. And I'm willing to pay you, Voryx is willing to pay you 6 cred, as well as help you all stay low. And he is offering to just give you all a fake transponder ship module, so that you all can, go places and allege that you are not who you say you are. Things like get off planet from Saber quite easily. All you have to do is track down Cho. Like, if you kill him, I don't care. If you turn him in, I don't care. If you let him go, I don't care. I just want what he has. Claims Voryx. But Vorex says the Peated Blades have, they're using a flush out tactic. They are putting a large bounty on Cho Tarek's head, likely to keep him on his toes and overwhelm him and hope that he makes a mistake. The Peated Blades are likely after him as well as many other mercenaries in the entire sector. Vorex has done some digging, and he believes that Cho is no longer on Saber. But beyond that, he is actively looking and doesn't have much other information. But you all have a propensity to apparently find places that he cannot detect through hacking and information gathering in your little cave, he says, wherever that is. You may find him in a similar place on another world.
Okay. I give him the thumbs up emoji and hope everyone else got that.
Fair.
I relayed the news.
Yep, we can always flashback, ask questions about.
Oh God! This is what I get for switching out his LSD with pain meds.
So we can always revisit the dossier if you have questions. We can always flash back to this moment where you're texting with Vorex. That's totally fine. We are effectively in open free play, as well as, able to pursue some more downtime actions. So, feel free to ask away or let me know how this affects play.
Downtime actions. Okay.
Downtime actions.
Okay.
Well, that changes what I was planning to do by a lot. Can't just go up to Daniel Day-Lewis anymore.
Do we have access to the retribution?
So
part of what I was imagining would happen next is we fled from prison on our shuttle. We're hiding out in an arms dealer's base of operation. And there's the military out looking for us and a broken elevator up to the orbital jetty, and we have to probably find a way to get our ship and get off the planet. Is that are we gonna kind of gloss over that and say our experienced crew does this and we move on to the Vorex thing, or are we going to play that as the next step of our mission?
So getting up to what did we call it, the jetty?
Yes.
Jetty.
Getting up to the orbital jetty is going to be easy because the Department of Space Travel just simply cannot keep track of all the shuttle traffic, particularly with the gig economy and the amount of insanity that's happening with the space elevator gone.
Well, that's why the OSF got brought in, right? And they're specifically looking for us. I wasn't sure how.
Like I said,
I guess they're not specifically looking for us anymore. Okay.
Captain Barbosa is looking for you, and you handed me that. I was gonna just say that that's fine, but now Captain Barbosa is looking for you. I don't know if you know who Captain Barbosa is and that he's looking for you, but there is a guy there is a silhouette of a figure hovering over data screens looking for any news on you all.
Okay, perfect.
I also feed that wolf as well. Okay, so we need to get into our ship before we do any downtime?
Yes. Well, I mean, if you want, it depends on what you want to do. If you have downtime stuff you want to do, on Saber in Lycandrop, that's fine. If you all want to do stuff off planet, we should play out a scene of you all getting to your ship.
Okay, here's a question for everyone, I guess. We have this based assassin named Tyura, who is somewhere connected to our vessel. Is she on our ship?
No. Contacts are...
She's a contact. She's a friendly NPC, essentially.
Listed as part of the ship, meaning she's friendly to the crew, the reputation of the group, not one of us specifically.
Yeah, any one of you could contact her. Whereas if one of you had overindulged and or was incapacitated, we could not use your character's contacts.
Okay.
But
Well, she worked for Repeated Blades, I assume, because she's an assassin. So can I talk to her as like a downtime thing and be like, help us out finding this dude?
That's just part of information gathering. Unless you're explicitly doing one of these downtime things, those are limited, but talking to people is not.
So the answer is yes, and
Yes.
it doesn't take a downtime activity. Go for it.
Yes. Correct.
Trying to hit two birds with one stone here, guys.
I understand.
Oh, which downtimes do you want to do, and how can you coordinate them together?
I don't know all the downtime, Shadow.
There's 8 of them.
Help me out. That's what I'm asking for.
All right, so John,
Is this an asset or is this a surgery? What?
okay,
Is this a contractor?
Project.
Tyura is
Is
just a-
project?
Tyura is a friend. You can use her. You can contact her to like gather information. To like if you want to use her to like acquire assets. Just tell me what your character wants to do.
I want to acquire an asset.
Okay.
I guess.
All right.
Can I use her as an asset to find this guy or not?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. So you call up Tyura, who is a former member of the Repeated Blades. So Tyura is a former knife. So you call her up on her phone, and she is retired here on Saber. So if you're calling outside of a system of space, your calls are going to basically just be voicemails you leave with one another or text messages. But since she is local, you can manage to get a hold of her for a live conversation. Well, Norm, it's been a while. What gives me the pleasure of your call?
Hello, Tyura.
Still
I'm
wearing.
looking. Oh,
Still wearing the paint. I see.
yes. Much like how you hide in shadows, I hide behind paint.
Fair enough. Although I'm retired now, you should think about it. Probably do wonders
No one
for your
ever
skin.
gets out of the game, Tyura. You know it just as much as I do.
Is that why you're calling to bring me back in?
Never. I'd never betray your trust like that.
Good. What
I
can I
need
do?
a favor, though.
What's that?
One of your, I won't dare say descendants or disciples, but someone in your line of work has done us wrong.
Oh?
Yes, they framed us for a grisly murder.
Oh, the one on the news.
Yes, the corpo of a Miaoban Agricultural Society.
I see.
Yes.
Strange. I thought the Retribution was friends with the Repeated Blades. Has something changed?
No. He went rogue. A rogue assassin. Can you believe that? Subtlety
Her
is
eyes
what
narrow.
everyone specs into nowadays.
A rogue knife, you say?
Yes.
Hmm.
He's pulling a Juan Wick, as it were. Parabellum style. And now everyone's out to get him.
I see.
But he did us wrong first, and we need to get our just desserts.
I see.
Can you help me find him?
Let me do some digging.
Thank you.
And she is going to call you back after a couple of hours. Can I have you make a study roll with +2?
Oh. Am I good at study? I am not good at study, but have it. That is a 4.
That's a 4. Yeah, I gotten in touch with a couple of people I used to work with, and signs point to Cho Tarek being on the moon of Warren, the capital of the shore. It is
go hide in the cap.
Yes, it is the seat of power, the seat of the government in the system, but it is also a wretched hive of villainy. Many grubby and dirty alleyways, motels, trash cans, abandoned factories, and the like to hide in. Lots of young criminals being bred on the streets of that city. Can't say I ever want to go back there.
I see.
In the periphery of this phone conversation, I say they hide in trash cans.
In my line of work, you hide with what you can.
Well, rats will hide anywhere. Thank you so much, Dairo.
If I hear anything else, I'll let you know.
You're wonderful.
Hey, before you go, Norm, give me the little.
Oh, right.
And she gets a gross look of pleasure on her face and shivers, and the call hangs up.
Oh, I'll never understand those murderers and psychopaths.
All right. So that is just information gathering. It does not count as a downtime action, John. I know.
All right, I'm chilling on my downtime, I guess.
Do you have a level 2 harm, John?
Nope.
You have
I'm not hurt at all.
You have some stress. You could indulge your vice if you like.
I have one stress, though.
You min-maxer, you. So some of the other things you can do, John, you can acquire an asset. Just basically name a thing, an item, a service, like whether that's like hiring someone to do something or like renting space. Like it can really be anything. If you want to build stuff, you name it. There's a crafting mechanic in this. If you want to clear stress, you can indulge vice. The crew actually has quite a bit of heat, so you could use the lay low action to reduce heat and wanted level of the system that you're in. Long-term projects are a catch-all for like something, that your character is working towards. If the ship is damaged, which I don't believe it is, you can repair, and then you also have the ability to train and mark an XP in any of your attributes or playbook.
Okay. I feel like I should do that then.
Okay.
I want to train.
All right.
I look at my friend, the Doctor Man. Or no, I'm the Doctor Man.
You're the Doctor Man.
Oh,
you
shit.
look in the mirror.
I look in the mirror.
What do you see?
I am lost in my own reflection.
Uh-huh.
I look at our injured, not drugged out just yet, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Sunny Delight himself. And I want to try to heal him, even if he's against it. And I know I can't heal him on a clock, but I want to use that for training as he fights off me, the Clown Man, trying to insist I can look at his wounds.
They are superficial bruises.
Fine, Norm.
Okay.
Norm, don't fucking touch me there. What the hell?
I'm gonna touch you.
All right. So this is a train.
Yes.
Okay. Are you using that on insight? Or
do I need to specify it now? I probably should, right?
Yeah, you do.
I guess I wanted to put it more in my playbook
Okay.
enhancement.
Perfect. You can train playbook.
All right, what do I roll?
Nothing. You just mark XP.
Oh,
It's that
can I do
easy.
that twice?
You're successful.
Be done with my downtime?
Sure. Yep. There you
All
go.
right, cool.
Mark 2 XP. Fantastic.
All right, I'm good.
All right. Brian, Andy, who wants to go next?
Well, I definitely need to indulge my vice because I'm sitting at 6 stress after that mission because I tried to do a lot of things and not many of them went well.
Oh.
My
yeah.
vice is gambling. So I know we're trying to lay low and hide here, but I know it's easy to get up to the orbital jetty. So I'm thinking I might try to take the shuttle out, maybe after a day or two when the heat has died down a little bit, and try to get up to the orbital jetty and find a gambling parlor.
Sure.
I'm feeling lucky here, Nick.
Excellent. Andy, have you not taken any stress?
Really not.
Oh my god.
Apparently I'm going by
He's
myself.
living life.
Nice.
Good. Yeah.
And while I'm up there, I will try to, at the gambling parlor, put some contacts in to go meet up with Rin.
Okay. So last we saw Rin, they were in the prison with you.
They were in the prison? I thought
Yes.
they just provided us with the information in the prison.
No, they smuggled your shit in.
Oh, wow.
And they intentionally stayed out of the uprising, the fighting, because they've got a business to run in the prison.
Oh my gosh, they got something even better then. Then I want to find a friend of Rin's. It can be completely unnamed,
Yeah.
and I have something for them to pass along to Rin.
Okay. What are you passing
I'll
along?
find this unnamed friend, and I'll be like, I have no idea why the hell Rin wanted this shit, but I got it, and I will dump out from whatever bag I'm carrying with me a taser that has the fingerprints of the guard on it that attacked me. I'll also hand out his key card and then the power core from the drone. Be like, I don't know why Rin wanted, but this key card, it's got his prints on it. The taser's got his prints on it. She could totally frame that guard or blackmail him for whatever she wants, and she's gonna own that person. Because that fucker is definitely still there.
Ooh. Okay. Taser with fingerprints, the drone's power core, and what else?
And the key card. We'll call the guards Stanley. That's the name I picked for him.
Okay.
He's the one who kicked me in the chest and gave me all these bruises.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you're saying
Fantastic.
that one guard's name is Stanley, not that that's like their title, like they're all Stanleys.
Oh, his name. Well, they may all be Stanleys, like Stanley the First, Stanley the Eighth. I don't know, but this guy,
Okay.
Rin wanted me to steal a whole bunch of shit off him so she could blackmail him. I
Can
took
you-
some bruises for it, but
Yeah. Okay. Can you give me a consort at +1, please?
I can certainly try. Risky standard.
This is this is actually just a fortune roll. That's a 3.
Yeah, because I have no points in it.
Right. Okay. I'll do my best, says the contact. It's the security's been really tight at the jail since an escape attempt.
You don't even have to give it to her. You just have to hold on to it and let her know that you have it.
Okay, I can do
If she
that.
knows you have it, then she can use it to blackmail him.
All right, sounds good. All right, you take off and then you head to the streets or somewhere for some gambling.
We're rolling some dice.
All right.
I've got a cred in my pocket, and I need to release some stress here. It was a crazy mission. I just need to feel that adrenaline rush of the game.
Okay. So again, the way Indulge Vice works is it looks at insight, prowess, and resolve, and it picks whichever one has the lowest number of dots. You have 1 in insight and 1 in resolve. So it'll just roll 1 die and reduce your stress by that much. There is a button right underneath your vice and to the right of stress.
So just indulge vice with no bonus dice then?
That's correct.
Okay.
That is a 2. Clear 2 stress.
I will clear 2 stress.
So,
I think
Sonny D, I have a question for you. Where do you go
Yeah.
gamble?
I go to the orbital jetty, and I'm finding it like maybe like a maintenance closet or a maintenance shed. I'm looking for just people that I travel with on transport ships, lower class people. I'm not trying to win a lot of money. I'm there for the thrill of the game.
nice.
So you're that guy like sitting in the hallway with like bones, like, come on over here.
Yeah. Hey man, today's your lucky day. I see it in your face. Come on, you want to go? You want to throw some dice?
Love
Okay.
it.
I've been losing all day long. I'm an easy mark. All right, so I've cleared 2 stress with that rope, and that's one of my downtime activities.
That is one downtime activity. And it is while you're gambling on the orbital jetty that you see that there are guards. There is a security officer posted outside the airlock to your ship. Both at the, as you're arriving at the jetty, you notice this as you just do a pass by, a leisurely stroll just to, check out the situation. And then, you lose a bunch of money gambling. You still have some fun. You catch up with some friends. And you do a little pass by again, and there is another guard, or the same guard is still stationed there. It is not a military officer. It is not a cop. It's just a security guard of the jetty.
I think I will spend then, after I'm done gambling, I will spend a little bit of time. I'm going to find a quiet place between there and either the bathroom or wherever the cafeteria is or whatever, and I'm just going to scope that out and take a look for how often or how long that guard's on there, whether he's on a 24-hour shift or whether people come and replace him constantly, whether somebody's just standing there all the time. And I would like to use my other downtime as a good old-fashioned scoundrel to just wait and watch and see and train. I'm going to see if I'm going to try to get a pattern for how often they change the guard shift.
Okay, give me a study.
This is good.
Study is... Study a person, document, or item with close scrutiny to gather information, apply knowledge, gain a deeper understanding, do research.
I rolled a good old-fashioned 1 there.
That's a good old-fashioned 1. Okay. You notice that this guy is vigilant. He is here for a grand total, you estimate, of probably like 18 hours before there's a shift change. And then there is another guard that is posted here for another 18 hours, and then the other guy comes back.
Hours. Man. I'm going to take note of when the shift change was, and then I'm going to head on home.
Okay. Sounds good. And what did you train? Your playbook?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. That leaves us with you, Lettuce, whose name I forgot to update. Whoops.
Yeah, you still got me listed.
Yeah, I'll change that. I got it.
I think is also accurate, but just not my preference.
Fair.
Not Dick's preference.
Okay. Any questions or
when you acquire asset, does that mean you add something to your inventory?
Yeah, let's take a quick look at that. I'm gonna pull up the actual description of this because I think that my cheat sheet doesn't quite do this downtime activity justice. So, gain temporary use of an asset. A contractor, like an expert or a gang, they show up with reasonable gear equivalent to their tier. A ground vehicle or legal ship module. One special item or a set of common items for the whole crew. A service. Transport from a smuggler or driver. Use of a warehouse for temporary storage. Legal representation, etc. Temporary use is one significant period of usage that makes sense for the asset, typically the duration of one job. An asset may also be acquired for standby use in the future. You might hire a gang to guard your ship, for example, and they'll stick around until after the first serious battle, or until a week goes by and they lose interest. And then I'll get to the mechanics of how that works when if this is what you choose to do. So you get temporary use of a thing.
But so how does that work in the inventory piece? Does it get added as a device, and then later on in the mission I can just say I've got the thing, or do I?
You would start a long-term project for it, right?
Yeah.
So
yes.
An example might be you are an engineer and you want you've shocked yourself with the wires in the previous mission, and you want like a suit of nanotechnology that will prevent you from ever being shocked again, because that shit sucked. And like you're gonna do some sweet rigging, right? So you can acquire this asset on a time period that makes sense for it, like a rental, and then you go, oh shit, that is invaluable stuff. So I want to make this permanent. So you go to them and you're like, all right, I want a lease to own. And you work on a long-term project of like maybe an 8 or 10 or 12 segment clock to like pay that back over time and work on whatever favor they need so that you can just have that thing on your sheet.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. Is my special ability, which is Junkyard Hunter, when you acquire parts or equipment during downtime, you may either gain 2 assets or 1 asset at +1 quality?
Yes. So, like, again, there's a number of things you can get, like contractors, vehicles, ship modules, services, or items. So when it comes to items, you can either get 1 special item that is how did you describe it again?
You can get 2 assets, right? So you could get like
put it in the chat.
a special tool for your rigging and that nano suit. Or you could get a nano suit that's plus, like that's fine. That's like even better.
Oh, okay.
And so when you have an asset with like that's fine, then your effect when you use it is greater.
Okay. So I think you basically just either double the effect of the like acquiring assets. So either you get 2 items, 2 special items, 2 sets of common items, or 1 of each. Or you could just get 1 of those, but the quality is higher, meaning that when you use it, the like number of ticks you get on clocks is higher. The fictional like outcome is better. If you are going up against a higher tier target, you offset any disadvantages that you have, that sort of thing.
Got it. All right. For one of my downtime actions,
Okay, I see it.
I would like to work with Shad in his arsenal and underground lair to make a grappling gun, Batman style, please.
Nice.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me go ahead and fix your name really quick.
That's space worthy. That will work in zero gravity. Can that be the +1 quality? Let's say it is.
Sure. Okay, so to acquire an asset, you roll crew quality. The result indicates the quality of the asset you get, using the crew's quality as the base. So right now, the crew quality, I believe, is 0, because you all did not increase your crew quality during crew creation. So this is just gonna be 2d6, and we use the lower number. So if you have the retribution sheet open, Andy,
yes,
you'll see that there is a spot right under like the name and the color and look of the ship. There is like crew and 3 chevrons. Just click the word crew.
0 bonus dice.
0. Oh wait, you said you're using a friend? Yeah, you're using
Shad.
Yeah, go ahead and take +1.
All right.
Stealing my contacts.
I'm collaborating.
That is a 1. Okay.
And we are rolling like crap tonight.
So you use
Do I get to mark XP?
No, this is a downtime action. So you use the crew's quality as the base, which is 0, and then the quality of this is -1. So he's like, yeah, I got a grappling hook, and it's just like a really shitty looking gun with a hook.
Can I
like,
get +1 because of my special ability? So it's 0.
Yes, that'll work. It is a fine, shitty grappling hook. So yes, it is on par with your faction, your crew's tier. So it's just a normal item.
Okay, and then how do I mark that on my sheet? Do I just add an item?
Yeah, just add an item.
Okay. What's the load? Just 1?
It's just gonna be 1, I think. But he's like, yeah, I'm gonna need that back though. I got someone who wants to buy it, so you can borrow it, and then when I get another one in stock, I'll let you know. I don't know why I'm talking with this like Brooklyn accent. There's so many people
He's
in
from
this.
South Brooklyn.
Everyone in this world and many other worlds seem to have Brooklyn accents all of a sudden.
I'm
weird.
walking in here.
Hey.
Come on, man. Quit buying my grappling hook.
Okay, so you have temporary use, and if you could note that it is like temporary, that would be fantastic.
But borrowed in parentheses.
Yeah. Yes. And you don't have to use it on this mission if you don't want to. Just once you use it, it's basically gone.
Gotcha. And
Okay.
then for my, do we get 2
Yes.
downtime activities? For my other one, I would like to recover.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go find our clown who is talking to himself. Who before his phone call I found talking to himself in the mirror, going, "Can you fix me?"
It's just my reflection's mouth moving, not mine. So when you walk in looking for help, I just turn around real quick.
You turn around and your reflection turns a little too slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's terrifying.
Dr. Norman Osborn.
Yes.
What up, Stitch? I got electrocuted on that last job.
What'd you learn? Of course.
That you're supposed to turn the breaker off first, and
Yep.
the load wire is, you shouldn't touch that, and the line wire at the same time.
Why don't you not grab exposed wires with your bare hands next time? Chief?
That's a hazard of the job.
It doesn't have to be. I heal him.
Good. Great. All right, give me that
What did I roll?
doctor with +1 from your ability.
Give me a 5.
That's a
Whoa.
5. So 2 segments of your recovery clock. Andy, do you see this clock is kind of weird? There you go. You found it. You know what you're doing. Nice.
And do I remove shocked from the
No.
level 2? Oh,
Nope.
Okay.
When this clock fills, you clear all harm, which is kind of funny because if you get more harm on this next mission, it's like you
The
haven't.
clock resets.
Yeah. Oh, it does if you get new harm.
If you take additional harm, the clock resets to 0.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
I didn't know that. Uh-oh. Okay, well, don't take harm,
No.
Lettuce.
Now, if you have a level 1 harm and you recover, does it just go away? Is
It
there no
goes away.
clock?
Yes. Nice.
Got it. Thanks, Doc.
Okay. Well, see,
I don't have the horn, so
as I've been doing reading about like people's
Right.
thoughts on Scum and Villainy, the recovery clock system is the one that seems to get like the only criticisms or most of the criticisms.
I can
So
find you.
he didn't actually directly treat it. He gave me like a lump of some like electric burn salve that I have to apply, regularly, and it's
Yeah.
it's he didn't give it to me in like a prescription container. It's inside a red clown nose that I just like have to like, that's the only vessel that I think Norm has to give. So
Okay.
It's either that or a balloon animal.
That's just messy.
All right. Okay. I believe that's all our downtime actions. Though y'all can spend cred to do more if you like, or you can save your cred. Otherwise, we are in open free play from here on in until you all find your next target. This system is kind of like sandboxy in that like you all don't have to take the job I like railroad you into, and can go like use gathering information to see what else is going on in the world, and just let me know what kind of stuff you're interested in, and I can just generate jobs really quickly and easily. If you all don't feel prepared for a job that I put in front of you, you can always go do other jobs to get like ship modules, to get more money, to clear heat, that sort of stuff. Whatever interests you about the world, we can go there.
Dax, wake up! We need you.
Oh,
Your
man.
psychic abilities give you keen insight on how this universe works, and I think you're vital to help us choose our next route here.
Really? Okay, yeah. I can do
Open your inner mind's eye. Stare into mine.
Yeah.
I start dangling a pendulum like coin to hypnotize him.
Oh.
All right, where the fuck are we going, guys?
Well, our ship is on lockdown. There are guards that stand there for 18 hours at a time, which is
What the
perfect
hell?
because an 18-hour shift is really fucking long. There's no way we get to the end of that they're going to be able to remain vigilant. That'll be our chance. We'll kind of keep an eye on their shift schedule, and then maybe an hour or so before they're about to change, that's when we'll try to sneak in or do something or distract. Now, this job that you had mentioned, Norm, from Oryx,
Yes.
sounds pretty lucrative.
Is it?
6 spread and the fake transponder.
This Forex guy. Come on.
Yeah, he's a wizard. Can't trust those.
Yeah, look, man, he's talking about a deep state, and he's got conspiracy theories about AI replacement. Like, this is not a good guy, right? Like, this is
Here.
you don't. I know that it's popular to take the V pill, but like, you can't be doing that, you know? Like, he's just some con artist that likes to hack. Like, it's not cool, man.
Ding.
Well, then,
Dax, you get a text message.
Whoa, the universe is talking to me.
There's a message that says you're not a cool guy.
The universe is a dick.
You know it.
everybody drop your data pads for a minute. Let's go outside.
I don't like touching grass, man. I'm more about the sky.
Let's go look at the sky. There's a lot of skies, you know that, right?
Yeah, mine's usually liquid. All right.
I need to get you back on morphine.
So we drop our data pads so that Vorix can't listen into our conversation. And then we go out and I say, well, we don't always have to do the job and give Vorix what he or she wants. You could always capture the assassin and then give him to the Peated Blades. And then we can take whatever he stole and claim the bounty for it.
Oh, I think we have a friend in the Peated Blades, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's her name? Like Tai Tai?
Yeah, it's Tai Tai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo, we should call Tai Tai.
You're right. You should call her. We'll do that after this.
All right.
I think she wanted to say hi to you. She missed you. Yeah, I talked to her like 5 minutes ago.
Whoa.
Gladys, our engine. Oh God, he's playing with a grappling hook.
Yeah. I was gonna say immediately when we went outside, Lettuce just started practicing his grappling hook on like the canyon walls, you know.
Nice.
And since it is fine, shitty, and borrowed, I assume I fall on my ass a couple times.
Base. Well, guys, I don't want to say I believe in performances or whatnot, but I think we got done wrong. I feel like we were doing the good old fight, fighting the corpos, doing what we needed to do, and this motherfucking spy ruined it for no conceivable reason. And I'm not a vengeful person. That's not who I am. But if he's gonna come at us and sabotage our own mission and then frame us for a murder, which with the smallest amount of scrutiny can be, you know, seen through, we owe it to ourselves to bring this person to justice. That's what I want to do. What about you guys?
I'm down with that. I still don't like the fact that the last job is unfinished. I don't know how we're going to get that information off Mianbao, but maybe that is part of what this assassin stole.
Maybe.
Nice.
What if it was all just an elaborate ruse? No, I'm taking the V pill. I need to stop.
I slap you across the face.
I honk my horn. Oh!
Stay with us.
Did that sound real though? Can we do like another take? Can you hit me again?
I slap him one more time.
I see.
Oh, stream's down.
And it's back up.
Nice.
It's tub thumping.
I love it.
Dex, wake up. All right, I'll say it again then. What we decide to do with this assassin is future us problem. I say we just go catch him, and then whether we give the information to the hacker or just turn him over to the blade.
Know that he like set us up. Maybe he just killed the guy and somebody else set us up, man.
Maybe. We owe it to ourselves to find the truth, right?
First problem, we need to get off planet. We've got to find a way to get past that guard guarding our ship. As soon as we get on our ship, we know that Joe is on Warren, the capital, the moon. At least that's what Tyora told us. Unless we have any reason to believe that's not true.
True. Good job, Dax, by the way, on getting that information from Tyora. We really needed it.
I mean, like, yeah, I did that.
Sure. You called her just now. Don't you remember?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I did that.
Let us
go. Like, sleep or something, man. Not feeling good.
No, it's okay. You can, here, look at all this grass we provided for you. It's super soft.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just lay down real quick.
Oh, it's itchy. Oh
no, that's the moss patch.
It's definitely moss out here.
Grows everywhere here. I hear it's edible.
All right.
Lettuce, do you want to go kill an assassin? I mean, capture an assassin?
Capture, sure.
Okay. That's what I meant.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So, how are you all dealing with reacquiring your ship?
Do we have a shuttle and we just fly to it? Is it impounded?
No, it is not impounded.
Oh, so we fly to it.
Well,
yeah, we don't need to go inside the jetty to get to the ship, right? There's like outside ports.
Yes.
Sure, but the moment that our ship takes off, that guard is going to know that our ship is gone, and he's going to inform Captain whatever the hell his name is, or the OSF, and they're going to start tracking us down. I think we need to get ourselves a head start and create a distraction.
sounds like we're planning.
Here we are.
Which you don't do in this game, do we, Nick?
Sounds
Sounds like we need an entanglement roll. Or an engagement roll.
We're not allowed to plan?
Plan in flashbacks.
So, yeah, I guess if we are going to make reacquiring the ship a job, yes, we do an engagement roll. I was not planning on it being a big deal, but I guess we kind of have an opportunity to escape the military who are now hot on your heels. So yeah, let's go to our engagement roll rules. Let me find those real quick. Where are these? I'll pull it up on the stream. The engagement roll is on page 148. So, when you choose, okay, so here we go. Your crew spends time planning each job. They stand in the ship's galley and review flickering holo displays of terrain, look at stolen schematics, whisper plots and schemes while pointing to makeshift figurines placed on haphazardly sketched notes, bicker about the best approach, lament the dangers ahead, and lust after the cred they know is waiting at the other end of the job. But you, the players, don't have to do the nitty-gritty planning. The characters take care of that off-screen. All you have to do is choose what type of plan the characters have already made. There's no need to sweat all the little details and try to cover every eventuality ahead of time, because the engagement roll ultimately determines how much trouble you're in when the plan is put in motion. No plan is ever perfect. You can't account for everything. This system assumes that there's always some unknown factors in trouble, major and minor, in every operation. Why play out an operation if everything goes smoothly? You just have to make the best of it. There are 6 different types of plans. You all need to pick one and provide me the detail. The options are assault, do violence to a target, deception, lure, trick, or manipulate, infiltration, trespass unseen, mystic, engage mystic, way, or power, social, negotiate, bargain, or persuade, transport, carry cargo or people through danger.
Kind of sounds like infiltration or a transport.
Infiltration and transport.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta break in and get this person and deliver them to some peated knives, authorities who can tell them what's what.
So right now the issue is getting your ship. We're not dealing with Chotarek quite yet.
Oh, I thought we were saying it didn't have to be a thing. My bad.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Are we interested in seeing how that plays out? Like,
I mean, not really.
Okay.
I don't particularly care.
All
I
right.
don't know if anyone else does.
So I think what we see happen then is you all arrive at your shuttle or your spaceship on your shuttle. You make no attempt to disguise yourself or try and bribe the guards. And your ship takes off, and he radios Captain Barbosa. Y'all are just like, well, if they're not going to impound our ship, we're just going to take it and leave. And you make nothing of it. And we see that on the OSF Fien Keto, their lead capital ship, that there is a message being received by Barbosa, who eyes General Biego, and he's like, Ensign, I'm gonna take this in my quarters. Please forward this. And he is keeping this secret from Admiral Biego. Okay, so you all then are traveling to Warren, I take it.
Yeah.
So travel between systems is slow going. But you all have a very fast ship, and you have the jump drive, so to speak. So this is very you all move very, very fast between systems, and it only takes a day or two. I haven't quite settled on exactly how I want time to move between system travel, but systems are far apart, so it should be I think a significant amount of time. That being said, you don't detect anything, your sensors aren't picking up any sort of threats. There isn't any type of anomalies in the nebula of the shore. And so it is a smooth travel. Sunny is your pilot. So Sunny, yes. You need rest, or maybe you don't. For these long journeys, what is it like? What is the plan for, or what does it look like when you need to stretch or get some sleep or some food?
I imagine it's not like precision piloting as we're taking these long jumps across space, right?
Yes, that's true.
Literally, we're entering stuff into a computer system and letting it go. So
yeah,
I think it's one of those where whenever I need rest, one of the other guys is up in the pilot box just monitoring the information.
Yeah.
I think I
totally got this, I say, as I take a little blue sky on my tongue. Go sleep it off.
I think whenever Lettuce is monitoring something, I'll leave him a little challenge or something to go ahead and construct. Whenever Norm's monitoring, I'll ask him to create a particularly difficult balloon animal.
I don't think Norm would ever dare to set foot into a pilot's cockpit. I think that would terrify the ever-loving hell out of him.
Okay, so maybe Norm doesn't take his turn. Dax is fully volunteering though, and I've totally picked up some amazing coloring books and a couple of crayons and a few maybe like finger paints, and I just let him go to town.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The cockpit is covered in finger paintings. They're psychedelic as hell.
Oh my god. So I just skimmed through the rulebook. There is no autopilot in this system, but I think part of the FTL module would be some sort of just like, I can take my hands off and just let it go straight, or, you know, close to straight, straight enough. You know, it might do some calculations to account for like gravity wells and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, you should have someone keep an eye on things, make sure nothing goes adrift. But no big deal. Okay. All right. So you arrive at the capital moon of Warren. Let me pull up my description of Warren here really quickly. So, Warren. Where are you, Warren? There you are. Warren is one of the moons of Aleph and is the home to a city spanning the entire surface of the moon. It is the capital for the system, and the system governor makes his residence here. On Warren, you can find anything you need for a price. Its high rises are full of legitimate businesses, dealings, and its streets far less so. So there is a rule when you are here at Warren. And I will put that on the screen here for all of us to see. When you are in Warren, you can take plus 1d to acquire assets here. If you do, you also accept plus 2 heat.
Damn.
All right. And I did have a rule for Saber. Again, okay. I hate that. Let me look at your character sheet really quick to see if this would have made a difference. What is your consort? It's a 0, so this would have not mattered. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
So,
Problem solved.
yep. Alrighty. So, this is a sprawling city on Warren, but it's a big city. It encompasses this whole moon. So you all are going to need to do some legwork to kind of isolate and figure out exactly where Cho is. But I have some images here I want to show you all just to kind of set the scene. Honk. Generated some AI art earlier. Enjoy.
Temmer. I know it was you, Temmer.
Nope, it was me. Temmer did help me set up the same AI he has on my computer, so I can do this anytime I want.
Okay.
For free. How are you all going about locating where Cho Tarek is on the planet, or on the moon rather?
The first thing that Dax does is he will be going to a local business that's legitimate but has a seedier side to it. So maybe something like a gentleman's club or a particularly divey bar, right? It's a business, but its clientele is on the rougher side. And so they will have a need for a strongman or a bouncer or some kind of muscle. These are the people Dax knows well. He has worked with them. I worked as one of these people since leaving the Aphrodite Pharmaceuticals like soldier program. And he's going to try to find one of these people and like try to strike up a conversation with them. Try to talk with them and get the layout of the land. Try to figure out where somebody who was trying to hide but was from off-world might go to first.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So this sounds just like a fortune roll.
Is it fortune or is it like a consort, like, or sway type of situation?
Yes. It would be one of those actions, but in terms of like the risk, it is just a fortune roll. There is
just a fortune roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I will roll fortune then. Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. Consort or sway seems appropriate.
So that's a 3.
That is a 3. For gathering information, a 3 I think is just like limited information. Well, if someone like that doesn't have any, wealthy friends, then they're definitely going to be down here on the lower half of the city. And,
Right.
so they may be laying low with a friend or some family if they got any. But otherwise, they'll probably just
friends and family, man. There's no like, place. If I needed to disappear, man, and I didn't know anybody, where would I disappear? Like nothing like that, you know of?
Yeah, there are a number of places. There's lots of spaces people can rent if you got the cred. Just lay low in an apartment, or there's lots of low-key motels that don't ask lots of questions. Many off the grid for the low-key clientele. It sounds like your man could be at one of those.
Yeah.
But there are many.
What's the nearest one, man?
There are 3 nearby. There is the Lucky Lion.
Yeah.
There is Paradise. And there is Motel 42.
Lucky Lion, Paradise, 42. That's awesome. That's the answer to everything, man. 42. I'm going there first. You're like a lifesaver. I didn't catch your name, man. What's your name?
Jacob.
Jacob.
Now I don't need to know yours, so you can keep that to yourself.
And just find me. I'm easy to find with these glasses. Just like hit me up. I'll beat someone up for you. I'm good at it. Have a nice day, man.
This dude's like twice your size.
I'm like lean and kind of like a little like not super muscular. Like the training we did made us like athletic but not jacked. Like but the confidence is just like I'm like patting him on the shoulder like just tell me you need somebody beat up, man. I got you. Yo, 42. I just start wandering down the street. I like bump into like my own crew. I'm like, guys, we gotta find 42. And then, like, I'm just looking around for that motel.
Okay. So what do you all think? Are you going to try these one at a time or split the party? What do you think?
I had a different angle I wanted to pursue.
Okay, yeah. Let's try something else.
Go first, John.
Yeah, so I have this contact named Donovan Bangladesh, who was a super elite, who I essentially got on a transplant list when he shouldn't have. And I, without any makeup or anything like that, like a full-blown regular Joe fine suit wearing nobleman / corpo, Want to make a surprise visit to his high-rise estate here in the Warrens.
Oh, shit. Oh, Norm, it's been so long. It's great to see you. Please, come in.
Hello, Donovan.
Can I get you a whiskey? Or
Yes,
perhaps
please.
a 300-year-old wine?
That would be lovely. Whatever's at hand.
He's already got like a whiskey snifter in his hand, and he like comes
Perfect.
back quickly with another and like just shoves it in yours. Gives you a cheers, takes a big glug of his, and tops himself off.
I barely partake. I sniff it. I savor it, actually. Oh my god. I haven't had whiskey in years. Oh,
Norm, it's been so long.
yes. It
Are
has.
you? What is keeping you busy these days?
Oh, this and that. Ever since I got out of medical administration,
Yes. What?
the
Whatever.
galaxy has been my oyster.
Investing, entrepreneuring, perhaps. Anything you can share?
Entrepreneuring. Yes, I was doing some work with Meow Ban recently.
Oh, funny business on Saber. A murder.
A murder, yes. A theft as well.
Theft. Interesting. Anything of interest? Huh?
Something that might have been useful to you, perhaps. I'm told that there's someone trying to sell something of great value from Meow Ban, and I have been asked to acquire it.
Are you seeing if this guy has heard any? Is this the angle you're going to see if he's heard anything?
Yeah, so
Okay.
instead of finding the guy himself, maybe we can cut that guy off to
Ooh.
the dude who's buying it.
Okay. I think this is a good moment for a consort roll.
Not a sway roll, Nick?
Well, consort is like work your contacts, people you know, whereas sway is like,
Fuck.
I mean, you can use sway, like you can try and like reason with him why he should tell you, but it sounds like you're just like, hey, you heard anything? That's to me sounds
Sure.
like a consort.
Yeah, I'll take a consort.
Okay. You do
Is
get
there
plus
any
one
way?
because he is a
Oh.
contact.
Okay, I didn't know how contacts work.
I love how me and Bao has turned into Meow Ban.
Meow.
I didn't hear it.
I've heard it every single time John said it.
Meow ban.
I thought it was intentional. I don't think it is, though.
I don't think it was. I think I just
Okay.
pronounced it. Okay. 2d6. That is a 5.
That's a 5. It just so happens I have heard something, Norm. There is a bit of an incitement of bidding happening for some illegal tech.
Auction.
Yeah, a bunch of very wealthy people, far wealthier than I, are apparently bidding back and forth for this tech that your man seems to have acquired from Mian Bao.
Will it be virtual or in person?
Yes, all of this is taking place on the dark web.
Not the dark web.
Dark web.
I thought they got rid of that years ago.
No, we remade it. It's in fact it's called the darker web.
Oh, no. Oh god. Let's see.
Bigger, blacker web.
Oh god, I haven't played Cards Against Humanity in
Cards
a long
Against
time.
Humanity.
Good job, Greg.
Wow.
So I myself have not participating, but
We all keep our eyes on things of interest.
we do, and believe you me, if what this assassin of yours says about this merchandise is true, then it is worth a lot. There will be a mucho cred moving between bank accounts, and your assassin will be living a nice life far away from here soon enough.
We shall see about that.
Yes.
I kiss him on the cheek. We do the mwah mwah thing.
Mwah.
I look at the glass of whiskey, which I haven't had any of. I've just smelled it and looked at it.
Take it to go, my friend.
Oh, really? No, I shouldn't. If
You don't, I will.
Shakiest hand ever, hand it back to him.
He does a cheers and says, give me a heads up next time you're in the neighborhood. It'd be good to catch up. It seems like you're busy, but with some interesting work, I'd love to hear more about it. I'm sure we could exchange some stories.
I do the singular arm squeeze. Stay healthy.
And you as well.
And I leave mysteriously to reapply my clown makeup.
All right. Sunny, were you working another angle?
Yeah. I was going to try to get on my data pad, contact Aura, who's an information broker. That is one of my contacts.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she's here on Warren, or if she's just, or if because she's an information broker, I can get a hold of her anywhere.
Yeah, you
How
can
does
probably
that
get a
work
hold of
with, like, communications across worlds?
Yeah. If they're in this sector, meaning like Warren and Aleph and the space station that's in this area, I forget what it's called, the Benfei station of Vet, or there's the industry planet called Indri, and those are all part of the Rin solar system. So communication here is pretty much instantaneous. You can get on calls with people in this, but if you were going to call someone back on Saber, you'd just have to leave like a video message or a text.
Okay.
But yeah, for convenience sake, we can say, we can just narrate your conversation, whether or not that is taking place live or not.
Right. So we know this assassin, and we have some information on their name, and I want to see if Aura can get into their financials.
Ooh, their financials. Okay. Don't forget, you all do have that dossier, so if you have questions about Cho, you can ask.
I want to look for habits and patterns, because Cho is now on a different world, laid up in a seedy motel, one of maybe three, at the very least, kind of sitting around and not able to do anything. And I want to look at patterns from their financials. Did they get Chinese food a lot? Did they order a ton of pizza? I want to look for what they consume as food the most. And then if I find out what that is, what their delicacy is, I'm going to look for the best place around this area here on Warren and see if I can maybe use that to gather some information. And maybe we can locate, hey, there's this brand new person who's been ordering the same dish of Kung Pao chicken for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. This is going to be, I think, just a fortune roll on Aura's behalf. So give me just like a 2d6. That's a 5.
It's a 5.
Yeah. Aura gets into their financials. They see that they have a, very good and steady income. It's all laundered. There's lots of markers here that indicate that. But they also seem to live a pretty good life. It looks like they, have a family. They are not paying like someone who lives alone. But they also travel a lot. So there's lots of expenses from all over the sector. I can confirm here that they are here on Warren. And they have narrowed it down to a particular city block. And if you line up the information that Dax has, it is in fact the Paradise Motel where they are staying. So Dax, is standing around Motel 42 and is just like talking to a bunch of rowdy kids in streetwear that like have the equivalent of Dick's burgers, you know, just like fast food, like really good though. And so Dax is just getting his munchie on with these kids.
I think Dax is in a heated debate about whether Joe's or Dick's is better.
Fair. Yeah. So you kind of putting the pieces together find that Cho Tarek is likely at or around the Paradise Motel.
With this information. Well, before this information, what has Lettuce been doing?
I'm looking up my drunkle.
Your drunkle. Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, Uncle Alfred.
I have a soundtrack for you.
For
Andy.
looking up my sad drunkle.
No. I have a track for the BLT brothers called Sad Memories.
No.
Oh my god. It's a sad western. No. Come on, man.
All right, so you move down a
Sorry,
grunge.
just really quickly, while we're listening to this music, I think there's just a montage of like going through the old places, Alfred's old flops in different, you know, squat apartments and like alleys and bars and stuff like that. Like, you know, no dialogue, me gesturing with bartenders and seedy characters trying to locate this guy who I haven't seen in years, who gambled away my family's money.
Oof.
And drank it away as well.
All right.
But he's still family. He's still family. God damn it.
He is still family. So you move down a grungy alleyway in the lower levels of Warren. Climb up a few floors. You know, he isn't living on the absolute bottom. But you have to climb a few floors. That reek of piss and trash. And you find his apartment. You know, one of the numbers is just like upside down, hanging on the door. You give it a knock. You see, a body move in front of the little thing you look through. I don't know what are those called?
Peephole.
The peephole. Thank you. And then you hear a click, 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 and the door opens. A wave of cigarette and vape smoke just washes over you, and through the haze, you see this scruffy, unkempt man in a bathrobe. Holding a whiskey glass, much cheaper than the one we saw Norm sharing with his friend, a cigarette between two of his fingers, and he says, "Oh, what do you want?" And we're gonna take our first break here. We'll be right back. Yes.
Brian went into dad mode, and Kid was away from the table too long, so he assumes I'm in like gastric nightmare.
All
Hey,
right,
we're back on.
We are back. I didn't know we were going to keep talking about that. Sorry.
Did the stream open with me just saying gastric nightmare? All right.
Yep.
Essentially.
All right. So I think what we get is that the moment in anime where they come back from break and they show the same scene again, except the character says something different. And so, you know, your drunkle is standing there with the snifter and the cigarette, and he says, "Nephew, come on in."
Is he living nice enough that he's actually drinking from a glass snifter? Because this matters to how I will respond to him.
Oh, what do you think? Is it
Last time that I saw him, he drank whiskey out of like cleaned out tuna cans because he literally didn't have like any drinking vessels in his house.
It's like
I want to view him as like American Depression mindset, you know, like he used to save literally everything because he had nothing.
Yeah. Which of Dick's and what was the other one? Pete's?
Joe's is Dick's, but like down here.
Oh, okay. Which was Dax arguing for as the better one?
Well, since they were wearing Dick's, Dax must have been arguing for Joe's.
Okay. He is holding a Dick's to-go cup and drinking whiskey out of it.
Okay. All right, so he is still living sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. You have a second. You have a second one of those cups. Do you want to pour me one? We need to talk.
Yeah. And he gives you like a half pour.
That's fine. I wince at the cheapness of it because in my time of working for the mining company and not having anything to spend it on, I've really only spent my wages on nice alcohol.
Well, have a seat. Where's that damn cat? Ruffers? He's around here somewhere. What do you want?
Want to check in, see how you're doing. Make sure you're still alive, still still running the tables.
He simply gestures around, and then when you make mention of the tables, he says, "Oh, I'm running the tables."
You still a dealer at give me a name of a casino.
The Arkley? No. But
Pagliacci's.
What?
Okay.
Oh no, you gave the name. I'm sorry.
No,
You said a name and then you said no, so I thought you were like, oh no, that's not it. I'm sorry.
At the Arkley, no, but I am dealing at the, and what's the name of the one you said?
I said the Pagliacci's.
I'm at the Pagliacci's now.
The Arkley's guys catch you loading the decks?
They couldn't prove it, but they caught on.
Mm-hmm.
Takes another drink.
I got a question for you. We're in town looking for someone who's trying to frame me up. Someone who's trying to stitch me and my friends up for something we didn't do. And we think we might have found the person who might be here.
All right.
Maybe you could help out of a sense of familial obligation. You fucking leech.
Familial obligation. You come here just to say hi? No, you're here for information, for your to get the heat off your back. Some familial obligation. Just coming by to say hi, my ass. All right.
Well, how about simple trade? And I offer him a bottle of nicer alcohol that I had concealed in my jacket.
Well, now we're talking. What exactly can I help you with?
Well, we're in some trouble with a peated blade, but someone who may have also had their own trouble with the peated blades. Dissident.
I see.
A heretic.
I've had run-ins with them.
Well, they enforce at some of the clubs you work at. I figured you would know somebody.
I do.
I start to like, push the bottle towards him across the table. Be like, who do you got?
And he'll take it and he'll pour himself some. Go ahead. I need everyone to select their load for this mission. And I'll need you to mark one off for a bottle of alcohol.
All right, going normal. Well, hooch
Out of
as
curiosity,
an item.
Yes.
what is the difference between normal and heavy,
So
other than the number of equipment? Like,
So, depending on the job and where you are, the higher your load, the more precarious you look, and the less effect you have at like laying low and not being noticed. If you're like loaded for bear, but you're in like at a party or a casino or something where everyone's wearing like nice suits, but you're like, I've got lots of equipment, I've got a gun, I've got like, you just are more noticeable.
okay.
That's the only kind of fictional or mechanical effect I can think of. Or if you all are trying to like sprint and like run away, if you have a heavy load, I might give you a penalty for that sort of thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm selecting a light load for this mission for Sunny.
Well, I know that, oh God, I'm trying to think the problem right now. All the peated blades, they got busy with all that business at me and Bao. They're all their texts are and all the calls are going to voicemail.
So who's keeping the casinos in line now?
There's other bouncers around here, you know. The peated blades, they are professionals. They hire their bouncers. They may run the gambling, but they don't enforce them. Not anymore, anyway. Not since you were a little lad. The peated blades have gotten much bigger than when you lived.
Doesn't takes a sip.
Nice. Okay. I don't know if he has a connection to the peated blades that's going to be useful right now.
Does he have an enforcer, or just, I don't know. I guess if he doesn't have if you don't have anything to offer, I'll take the whiskey back and I go to reach for the bottle and be on my way.
He will slap your hand away and say, let's go ahead and slip in that you know what motel this guy's staying at. Because what useful information he does have is, the Paradise. Oh, be careful. There's some rowdy kids with a bunch of tech, cyberware that hang around that motel. They're turf, so to speak. We've had some dealings with them. They mind their own business now, but if there's a big bounty on this Cho Tarek's head, then they'll certainly be looking to increase their rep and get that score. So just watch out for them. And he pours himself another shot.
All right.
And pulls the bottle close.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's always good to see you.
Uh-huh.
Keep in touch.
Right.
And then I'll ask him if he's heard from my brothers.
Your brothers. They have the same sense of familial obligation that you and I have. Don't kid yourself.
They've been by asking for help, trying to squeeze you for your connections.
Fine. They have less than you and I. They haven't bothered. Just watch out for that Dairin gang. They'll certainly be around that motel looking for a score if they catch wind that that's where Cho is as well. And sure enough, Dax, as you round the corner of the motel, being the first to arrive on the scene, you see that there is a group of cyberpunk kids, a little bit of a gang, hanging out outside, plotting around a car. outside the Paradise Motel.
All right.
You can observe them for a little while, and here I'll just move them on the screen, and I'll bring them up here. Oops. Here's the gang. There are 4 of them, in fact.
I think they're wearing shirts about Dick's Burgers, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was the other place. Never mind.
These kids are also enjoying Dick's Burgers, but as
then
they're stuffing,
I don't watch them from afar. I just, with my like sunglasses on and like a fresh need to defend the honor of Joe's Burgers, I just go up to them and I'm like, I just had this conversation, man, but you guys gotta try Joe's. They got the fries, you know.
Okay. Fries. It's all about the shakes, man. Get the fuck out of here, old timer.
No, the shakes will make you quake, man. You gotta get those fries.
Yo,
So
we're
good,
having a
salty and
meeting
hot.
here. We're having business done. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, what kind of business you got? You guys need some muscle? I don't know what happened to my friends. I was at the hotel across the way, the 42, and like they didn't follow me, and now I'm here. I'm looking for a guy, but I can help you out. You guys need some strong arm, man.
The kid who looks like the leader, who has like a metal hand, walks up to you. He like pushes past one of his own friends, and he like stretches out his arm towards you, and his hand flies off, and independently flies to your neck. I said, get the fuck out of here, dude. And the hand like retreats back to his wrist.
Whoa, that's cool, man.
I think
You
at
know,
that point,
I got psychic powers. Oh, hey, it's Sunny D.
hey,
Sonny.
Sonny runs up.
These
He's like,
kids are
"Gentlemen,
doing stuff, man.
Can you get your buddy out of here, please?"
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I reach up, I put my hand on his arm, like, I'm so sorry. You understand. Let me go ahead and get him back. I'm so sorry for interrupting your time, and I want to try to slip a listening device onto the side of his collar before I grab Sonny and pull him out of there.
Okay. That sounds like a skulk to me.
Certainly does.
Skulk is skulk about unseen, pickpockets, employ subtle misdirection or sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any chance he can get +1 dice for my just
Absolutely.
presence?
Yes.
Like,
your
yeah.
presence is very distracting, Dax. Absolutely.
So risky standard +1 dice.
This is going to be risky standard with +1. We can, as always, offer you a devil's bargain, or you can push yourself. Technically, the mission hasn't started because we haven't done an engagement roll, but I'm going to go ahead and replace our 3 gambits.
Okay.
And you could use one of those if you like.
I don't think I'm going to use a gambit for this. I like my 3 dice to get a decent roll.
Okay.
Because I have 2 in Skulk.
Okay, cool.
1, 1, and 2.
Dado, you called it, buddy.
Yeah, he sure did.
Holy shit. Is this how the engagement roll starts?
I think
As we get in a fight with a gang?
Yeah, I think Rads. So the leader of the Dairin gang here, who just tried to choke out Dax as a threat, is named Dairin, and his cyberware is a flying hand. Whereas another one of them, whose name is Rads, a hacker, has glowing retinas, and their eyes begin to just flash very quickly like a strobe light red. He's got gear, says Rads. And one of the other ones, a guy named Merc, who is a hot-headed gun enthusiast, just lifts up his arms and guns just pop out of his forearms. And we're gonna make an engagement roll. I am forcing.
Sounds like we've already set the scene, though. I think you should tell us if we're in what position we're in and bring the rest of the party in.
I think the engagement roll is going to determine like how far away your friends are and how bad this is, like how much cover you have, essentially. So this to me sounds like assault, and the point of attack is right here, right now. Okay, so we have the detail, we have our loads, we've reset our gambits. So once the players choose a plan and provide its detail, the GM cuts to the action. This is not normally how this is done. We just kind of walked into this. So we start with 1 die of our engagement roll for sheer luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Not really. You all have just been kind of like trying to locate Cho. I think it is particularly bold that you walked up to these cyberpunks that Lettuce's drunkle just warned you about, though. So +1 die. Is this operation complex or contingent on many factors? No. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? No. Is the target, which I would say is Cho, are they strong against this approach? I'm going to say yes, because they're in a motel. They're going to be able to see and hear this shit that's going on. -1d. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? Yes, many of them. You've done that. Take +1. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation? Yes, there's a bounty on this guy's head. In fact, this crew was in the middle of talking about looking for Cho Tarek when you stumbled upon them. So -1d. I think this is just a 1d, a 1d6 engagement roll. Who would like to roll this?
Are these guys corporate factions? No, they're criminal syndicate.
They are criminal syndicate. I should look at my rule for.
See Andy roll it. That's what I want to see.
I kind of want to see Dax roll it since he's the one who walked into this shit.
I was gonna say he's walked into it, so.
I'm like, no problem. I just got choked out, you know. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm used to that stuff. Okay.
Oh my. Oh yeah. When you run a job against corporate factions, take +1d. Okay.
These guys are criminal syndicate, so I don't think we get that, do we?
No, you do not get the bonus. I'm sorry. Okay, so we got a 4 on the engagement roll. Do we have a chart on our engagement roll? I think you're all in a risky position when the action picks up, which I think is appropriate. Okay, so gunfire just rings out around the corner of you, Lettuce and Norm. You all were about to meet up with Dax and Sunny, and you just hear the sound of gunfire.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I am curious what you all think about this. I think in terms of tiers, like quality of equipment, lower tier groups generally have access to just like firearms with normal ballistics. But high-end equipment that's where we can get into some of the lasers and stuff, like more advanced sci-fi weapons. How do we feel about that for our like tech?
I don't know what you're asking.
So like this crew, they are like a tier 2 faction, so I don't think that they would have access to like laser weapons. I think all of this is gonna just be like bullets.
He's asking, how do you feel about our tech level of the game as like a medium tech, like cyberpunk experience where the majority of things you see are going to be like guns, right? Regular firearms, vehicles, maybe an odd vibroblade and an odd hacking computer, and not so much like lasers and personal defense matrices and, you know, automatic uplinking to neuroconscious craziness.
The only reason someone would have like a laser gun is to take out something that has to do with electronics. I don't think you would choose to burn someone over shooting them with a gun ever.
Yeah.
I would prefer my 9mm like Sig Sauer over a Star Wars blaster any day.
Yeah.
If it still functions with like a clip magazine or a, you know, anything like that. So if there's like reflector shields, I'd imagine a ship weapon has energy cannons or some sort of thing to take down kinetic force fields or whatever bullshit we got.
Exactly. I think those like laser weapons
like
would
you're
be
on the same page as Nick. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a gun.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, gunfire begins ringing out. I need Sunny and Dax to take the level 1 harm clipped as you all like run behind a car or leap over it to take cover.
Alrighty. I have the Battleborn trait. I am able to reduce the harm by use of special armor from this trait. I'm used to the combat, and rather than getting clipped and taking harm, I get clipped and I'm like, it's a flesh wound. And so I will not take that level 1 harm.
Expend your special armor then.
I have done so.
Okay, I am also going to create an 8-step clock for the Dairin gang here. Once you fill this clock, the Dairin gang will be dealt with.
All right.
Okay. So they have their I should start some combat music here. I will in a second. So Rads has the glowing retinas and picked up on your attempts to apply a spy device to them. Merc, their gun enthusiast, is laying down fire. Dairin is backing up and barking orders. And then the fourth unnamed Dairin gang member, their name is Burn. They like take their hands out of their pockets and you can see they have these weird square devices in their palms. And they begin like reaching out and like focusing really hard. So right now Rads is the one laying down all the fire and is the only one with a gun, so to speak, right now. What do you all do?
You guys are coming around the corner, right? Seeing all of this. I feel like we've gotten to act a lot up to now, so I'd be interested to hear what y'all doing.
Son of a bitch, covering fire! I pull out my blaster pistol, or I guess my Glock 17 Clown Fiesta.
No, what does your clown gun look like? This is what I gotta know.
It is a mostly white body with like pink flourish that is completely useless, like plastic on the sides and whatnot. And the irons have like little flower motifs sort of etched within.
Okay.
I was about to ask if it was just like the fake plastic flower that shoots water out of it.
No, that's something else. I'm saving that one.
Oh God. Okay. And you're gonna fire this directly at Merc. It sounds like
at Merc. Whoever is shooting.
Yeah,
I want them to stop shooting.
That is Merc. So are you're gonna just shoot at him, or are you making a threat? Like what do we see?
Oh no, I'm actively shooting, and I would like to use my starting ability, which allows me to. I'm not a doctor. ... Essentially, I can push myself to roll my doctor rating while performing a different action.
Okay.
See, as a clown dude, I'm supposed to tell you guys. Sorry, I have to tell you guys which patient research or posting taught you this trick. I think we gotta flesh out that security angle that I have. I have a friend from Bontrager. Well, I don't have a friend, but Bontrager likes me due to my backdoor dealings, and they taught me a little bit of self-defense in case someone came to like take my life one day for fixing transplant lists. And this is me firing a gun now at a pack of people.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your doctor roll. This is risky standard. And You can push yourself, take a devil's bargain, use a gambit, or receive help from a teammate.
I think I'm already pushing myself.
Oh, that's
so it doesn't
true.
make
Yes.
sense.
So take 2 stress,
Sense.
and you get +1 die on this.
Okay.
This music.
That sticks. There it
Holy
is.
shit!
It happened.
That's a 6. So this was on a risky roll, and you did not use a gambit. So this generates a gambit for the crew.
Hey,
You all are now
friends.
up to 4 gambits. Well done. This also
Pew 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 pew.
adds 3 to the clock, and there is no consequence here.
I fight for my friends. I shout out.
I think you just kind of gun down Merc, who's like was shooting at towards the other side of the car where Dax and Sunny are taking cover. Licking their Sunny licking his wounds since Dax is battleborn and just shrugged it off. And like he kind of like falls to the ground and catches himself with one of his arms. And he's not dead, but he's like clutched and reeling. Meanwhile, Burn, who has the square palm cybernetic implants, it kind of begins to manifest a hollow image of a gun. And then you start to see some weird like blue aura and warbling effect. And they just reach out to the hollow image and they just take the gun out of the air and begin shooting back at you, Norm and Lettuce. They have just manifested a hollow image into a physical object. This Dax, if you're peeking over the car, what they invoked is way power.
Nice.
They are a space magician.
I think that that is very interesting to Dax, and he comes prepared for way magicians because this is what he was trained to do. Not only does he bring a simple blaster pistol with him on the mission, he comes equipped with mystic ammunition.
Ooh.
And seeing this pop up, like seeing this magic happen, he's like gonna grab this gun out of the air. Dax pops up and fires a shot over the car. Not at him, but at the away powers forming to disrupt and break them with his mystical ammunition.
Oh. Stop giving us multiple clocks? No, this is how this game works.
Yep.
This clock, it should be a 10-step clock. I just don't have a 10-step clock asset. This represents Cho Tarek. And you all have... okay, I'll just say it's a 12-step clock. And you all have made progress in locating and apprehending Cho. So that's what that represents. Okay, you're firing mystic ammunition. Give me... That sounds like...
That sounds like a scrap, doesn't it?
It does sound like a scrap.
All right, and I'm gonna take that gambit we just generated.
Brian, did you say something?
Yeah, I was also gonna offer to help him.
Okay.
By taking my stress because I also have mystic ammunition, and I will pop up and fire at right as I see him doing the same thing.
Oh, nice. We like coordinate our shots.
Yep.
So what
like
what does the mystic ammunition do exactly?
I don't know, but it's tuned to the way. So the way I'm envisioning it in this instance is it's going to hit. It's like not a bullet as much as it is like a bit of way magic in a gun, and I'm gonna shoot it at like what he's forming, and my goal here is to like disrupt or interfere with his ability to pull out the magic gun.
Okay, great. Sunny, take your 1 stress. Dax, you get +1.
I'm still gonna take that gambit as well.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll reduce a gambit by 1.
Don't know why I can't click it off.
You need to just click the number that you want to set it to.
I got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. I was trying to unclick it, actually.
Yeah, it's
okay,
kinda
so
weird.
I have a -1D because I am stressed the out on my scrap roll. But I'm in a risky position. My effect will be standard. I have -1 dice, but then I got 1 from the assist and 1 from the gambit, so I'm at +1 bonus dice total.
Perfect.
And that is a 6.
That's a 6.
Yeah. Good.
Excellent.
You get that gambit back.
Yeah. Well, if you spend a gambit, you do not generate
You
a
don't
gambit.
get one back when you spend. That's right. You're correct.
Correct.
I
Forgot
do.
about that.
Except
If I
Sunny.
spend-
Yeah.
Right.
If I spend a gambit and I get a 6, I get it back.
Right.
So I think that you fire this ammunition. It does like a detonation, kind of like an EMP around. I think, what was their name? Fire or Burn? I think it was Burn. Yeah, Burn. And their hollow hands, which are still kind of like spitting out like these rays of light as they're holding the gun just disappears, and like the devices just stop working.
Nice.
They like and nothing happens. And they just like hold their hands up, and then they realize, oh, and then they like close their fists. They're like, I'm done. They like begin to kneel down. But the leader, Dyrin, as well as Rads, the hacker, begin to run away.
right.
Merc is wounded on the ground, and he like is pointing his gun towards Norm. But then he like sees his friends running away, and he like retracts his gun into his arm. So you have disabled Burn and Merc. They are surrendering, but Durin and Rads are running away. What do you do? Lettuce? Sunny?
Go ahead, Andy.
I think I just run to help my comrades. I'm not going to chase after these idiots. They're not important to me.
Okay.
I might try and act tough and be like, yeah, you better run.
Yeah, if no one else is taking any initiative, I feel like Dax's like military training is kicking in, and he's like, "That's not our objective. The objective's inside." So he's like popped up. He shot this thing, and he's like, "All right, everyone, go! We're breaching!" And he's just gonna like run into the like front door of the hotel.
Yep, Sunny is already gone at that point. He is moving to the back alley, knowing that there will be an escape route at some point. And whenever Dax breaches in the front, he wants to get to the back so that if Cho tries to escape, he's ready for it. And I want to... I kind of want to set up a trap on the back door.
Ooh.
I'm not quite sure how I want to do it yet, so...
I think we just wait for him to run back, and then we can like flash back to what you did to spring a trap. And you have established that you had plenty of opportunity here, so it will not cause stress. That way, whatever is happening, you can have been prepared for it, and you don't have to declare it now. Okay, so Dax is running through the front door. Who else is going with Dax?
Is the Dyrin just done?
Yeah.
Or do we...
The other two run away, so like the 2 steps remaining represented like if you wanted to, take care of the rest, but they have effectively been dealt with.
Well, I want to make sure that I'm not going to become a murderer. I didn't come here to be a murderer.
Yeah.
So
they are
and
wounded,
I'm a doctor.
but they are not dead. No one is dead.
Can I like stabilize them if
Yeah,
they're dying or injured severely? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. You were shooting. I didn't mean to hit you.
Yeah, you
crying.
can. Yeah, Merc, the gun head, is wounded, so feel free to give me a doctor to stabilize him.
You're okay. You're gonna be okay. What is this?
Fuck you, man.
Controlled?
This is controlled standard.
Okay. 4.
Fuck you, man. Okay. So there is a complication here. I think the complication is you just have reduced effect. So this will advance their clock 1. So he's still injured and is still bleeding, but it's not going to be lethal anymore.
Okay.
But there is risk of infection. He is still bleeding a little bit. And then there's also the other one who is like kneeling on the ground, but is not, bound or anything.
Okay. We're not here to arrest anyone, though.
Right.
Right.
Okay. All right. So Sunny's in the alley. Dax is running through the front door. Norm is tending to the wounded. Lettuce, where are you at?
I'm right behind Dax going through the front door.
Okay. So
with my blaster out and my grappling hook in the other hand.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So wow, you all handled the Dairen gang really fast and really, really well. So you run into the motel, you split up, and or like how are you locating where Cho is?
That's a good question.
Does this guy have a reputation? This person, Cho? He's got a bounty, right?
Yeah.
We have a picture of him, right?
Yes,
With,
you have
dossier?
a dossier on him. So if you have questions about him, we can flash back to looking at that.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to set up a flashback of how maybe Norm and Lettuce were scouting out the place, which is why they weren't with Dax and myself.
But flashback to our planning moment where he said he'll be in the VIP area, right? Yes.
Someone's got to be paying for his stay here. No one would.
Oh, that's right. It's a hotel, not a club. I think we walk up to the receptionist and just hold a gun up and go, "Where is he?"
Oh my god! She like throws a key at you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I look at the key, the room number on the key.
It's to the utility closet.
Dax assumes that he's in the utility closet.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. You pointed a gun and said, "Where is he? Who are you looking for?" And then you like show an image on your data pad, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he's in room like 208." And she hands you a key to room 208.
I'm still keeping the key with the utility closet because I'm pretty sure he might be in here. Like he might be really tricky. Somebody's got to check this at some point. But we'll go to 208 first.
Okay.
I shout back as I run forward. Leave the utility closet key. I need it.
Okay. I toss the utility closet key to a running Norm, and then I sprint up the stairs with Lettuce to go to room 208.
Okay. You sprint towards room 208. And
this is a flashback, though.
What's that?
No, it's not.
No, we're
not doing a flashback.
The hotel.
I'm just hand waving it, and
we're
the
holding guns
receptionist
up
gave
to
what you
people's
wanted.
head, bro.
So you bust, or I don't know. Do you have the key? Do you kick down the door, or do you just open it?
I think we unlock it like kind of messily in the hopes that it'll get this guy to like walk towards the door and be like, "Who's coming into my room?" And then we hear a voice from inside.
Okay, hold on.
Ooh,
Andy,
I like that.
there was gunfire outside.
Huh?
This guy's gonna be spooked.
It's a seedy area, rats, gunfire
That's true.
happens.
That's
Come
fair.
on.
I
How long
attempt to
has he been at
sway.
this hotel where he's not seen the Dairen gang fuck up someone else? Like, he knows what's up.
Hearing this like snippet of a plan from Lettuce, I'm gonna try to put it into action. So I'm like, "Don't worry, man, I could do this." And I like messily start unlocking the door, and then I put on a high pitched like falsetto, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, housekeeping, doors like a sticky housekeeping." And I'm gonna attempt to sway this guy closer to the door.
Give me a sway. This is risky limited.
Yeah.
Take a gambit, Greg. Come on. We need this.
Do you want me to take a gambit?
I
for
want you to
this?
take a gambit.
All right.
Oh my
Just leave
God.
me one for the end, please.
I have -1 dice, so the gambit will put me just back up to 1.
Okay.
That's a 4.
That's a 4 on a risky limited. So you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm, a complication occurs, you have reduced effect, you end up in a desperate position. Okay, so you do advance this clock. Okay, it says we're reconnected. All right. Okay, so you did advance this, but I still give you some sort of complication, or I could further reduce the effect. You end up in a desperate position. I think that's the one. I think your falsetto is not necessarily convincing anyone. He says, "Leave me alone, or you're dead." And there's just like huge bullet holes that just get created in this door. Dax, I don't think you have special armor this time. And I think you take a level 2 harm, riddled.
Okay.
If you have regular armor,
I'm going to resist that harm.
Okay. How are you resisting that?
I am resisting it with my prowess.
Yeah.
When he's like you're dead, and like you hear the just like click, right? I'm already like diving down onto the floor.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. Give me a prowess resistance roll, please.
Absolutely.
You will take 6 stress minus the highest die roll, which is a 6, so you take 0 stress to ignore this harm.
Yes.
Well done, Greg. This is the beauty of this system. And if you had crit here, you would have in fact reduced a stress, which is nuts.
I know, that would have been amazing.
It would have been, that like beautiful, flawless, perfect moment.
It would have been the Matrix, like
I don't give a fuck who you are. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna walk out and you're gonna let me leave.
What do we do, Lettuce?
How high is the ceiling in this hallway?
Oh my god. Every time someone asks me how high is the fucking ceiling, I just get triggered.
PTSD from Deadly Dungeon.
Wait, this is a shitty hotel, right?
It's a shitty hotel. This is...
I fire my grappling hook up through the drop ceiling.
Okay. What are you attempting to do, Lettuce?
He's in the room that he just shot bullets out of, right? And he said, "I'm leaving. You're not going to stop me."
He's in his room.
Okay, I'm grappling up to the ceiling in wait for him to come through the door.
Oh my god!
Fucking Batman style.
Holy shit! Lettuce sets his own trap. Okay.
I am the trap, motherfucker.
And he says, "Come on, and get over here. Go. You go first. I'll cover you." And walking out, rolling out into the hall, Dax, is a cleaning droid, like a maid droid. And it like pops its head out and like, and it looks at you and goes, and it begins running the other way towards the exit. Lettuce, if you want to drop down and grab this maid bot, you can. You see it too. What do you do?
I'm letting it go. No, I'm letting it go. I'll text. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. You said I'm letting it go, so I'm cutting to Dax and seeing if he's doing anything.
So out of the door comes a maid robot.
A maid bot.
Yeah. I go through the door into the room.
There is a large, like, heavy built dude with a big ass gun pointed right at you, and he's like, "I'm walking through this door. Step back." And he like points it up towards you.
Okay.
You are now in a desperate position.
I'm gonna say, okay. Hands up. I thought that was you, man. I was just gonna look for some sweet drugs. Anyway, follow me. Come on. We'll walk right through here, and I'm gonna try to lead him into Lettuce's trap.
Okay. Lettuce, he is going to like very confusedly follow Dax, but he's like barking orders at Dax to like go the other way. But Dax, I think, is helping you in this moment. As he steps underneath your your Batman hole, what do you do?
When the opportunity strikes, I release my grappling hook and just come down and wrap myself around him. Try to wrestle him to the ground.
Okay. Excellent. Give me a roll. This is going to be risky for you because he did not know. Ooh, wait, would this be controlled? I don't think so. He's a big dude and he's a mercenary.
Wait. Can I flash back real quick?
Ooh, yes.
Okay. So when I was in my sad uncle's apartment, while he was distracted with the nice whiskey I got him, I swiped a needle of unknown substance from one of his from his table.
Ooh, okay. He did.
And,
I think at that point he was really sus of you. Like he thought you were being a shitty nephew. I'm gonna need a check from you. Like no stress cost for this flashback, but I need a check for you to be able to have done this.
Okay.
So that would be like a skulk.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to push yourself? Do you want a devil's bargain? Do you want to use a gambit?
I'll use a gambit.
Okay. I'll go ahead and
we have left.
Oh wait, yeah. How many do we have left?
We have 2 left.
Yeah. One after that.
Actually, you know what? No, I will push myself.
Okay.
Save the gambit.
You can do both.
No.
Okay.
Save the gambit. I'll push
All right.
myself.
Pushing yourself, so take 2 stress. And then give me a skulk.
Controlled?
That will be controlled standard.
There we go. Bonus dice? Do I get get 2?
No.
Oh, what does the push myself get me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you have 1 bonus die from pushing
What does
yourself.
it say? Don't fucking lie
I'm
to
sorry.
me. Boom.
Hey.
That's a 5.
Nice.
Okay. I think so. You do it, but there's a complication. I think I'm just going to give you all a heat in this system, which is a different system. This is the Rin system.
This man's gonna complain that his nephew stole his drugs.
Yeah.
What a. All right.
I mean,
He
there's
doesn't
also-
necessarily have to come from
Yes.
the like government, right? The criminal element could be like, "Yo, that dude just stole my heroin," like that I was
Still,
gonna sell.
or someone on the street saw you with it. Like, there's
Yeah.
prying eyes everywhere. So, yeah, you swipe this. So, coming back to the present, you've got some sort of, cocktail or weirdness. What are you doing with it? As
Straight into his jugular.
oh shit. Okay.
God.
So as you're dropping down through the ceiling, trying to, sneak on him and stab him with this, what kind of a skill do you think that is? Like what action rating are you using here?
What? Huh?
So between like doctor, scramble, skulk, scrap, what are you?
This is skulk. This is sneaky assassin shit.
I think so. Yeah, this is sneaky assassin shit. What is your skulk? It's 2? Oh no, it's 1.
Yeah.
Lettuce accidentally grabs pure adrenaline from his uncle and stabs this guy in the neck. He
Why
ults out.
would my sad drunk uncle have a needle full of adrenaline?
That's what would have happened if you rolled a 1 instead of a 5. I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So, for this roll, do you push yourself? You are being assisted by Dax. So Dax, take 1 stress if you like. Which will give.
Yeah, sure.
If you like, you don't have to. It just sounds
I'll take 1 stress to help him.
Okay. And then you can push yourself, use another gambit, or accept a devil's bargain. Lettuce.
I'll push myself again.
Okay. So that's 2 bonus dice for this skulk.
I'm living. This is my moment. All right. So is
6.
this also controlled, or since I'm dropping out of the ceiling?
No,
This
no,
is the
he's a
skulk to
big
get
dude
at,
with a
right?
big gun, and he's a trained
Okay.
assassin. This is
All right, it's
risky.
Does he have
Yeah,
maybe improved effect?
What's that?
Was
have
it
an
maybe
improved
his effect? Maybe he has great effect.
Yeah,
I
risk.
got the drop on him. He wasn't expecting.
Yeah, you do have a dominant
random
advantage here. That's fair. This is
named
risky
after a
great.
vegetable to drop out of the ceiling.
Yeah,
Okay.
risky great. That's true. Good call.
And I get 1 bonus dice for the assist. Or oh wait, no, I should get 2. 1 for pushing myself and 1 for the assist.
Correct. You are shocked.
Admitted.
Oh, I was gonna say you're also
shit.
shocked though, so you should have -1d here.
2 4s
from that harm.
So either way,
that's a 4.
It's a 4.
Yep. So you do it, but there's a complication. So first of all, the Chotaret clock gets progressed. So that is another 2.
Great effect bumps it up to a 6.
It does bump it up. No, I'm sorry. A great effect means that you just add an additional step to a clock. It doesn't increase the die result. So you drop down on Cho. You stick this in his neck, and you inject it. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he just like quickly wraps around and elbows you in the face. Take the level 2 harm, bloody nose, or broken nose.
Do I just put that neck under shocked?
No, next to shocked in the other slot for level 2 harm.
Oh, got it. Okay. Broken nose.
And he like swivels around to face you with his gun. Lettuce, you're now in a desperate position. Both you and you and Dax are. Sonny, you heard gunfire while you were waiting, as he shot through the door a moment ago with his threat. Are you staying down here?
Yeah, I'm setting up my trap.
Okay.
Okay.
I already John, let me set this and then I'm going to go right to you.
You're good.
All right. So I already had my listening device. So I've already got spy gear marked off on my on my items. So I'm going to set up a little mini camera that goes to my data pad above the back door so I can see what's going on. And as I'm setting it up, I see good old Norm round the corner. What do you say, Norm?
I'm sorry. I had to change my mind after memeing on you with the text channel. Ignore me. I'm not there, Shadow. I'm sorry. I'm bailing
You're
on
not
you.
there? Okay.
No.
Then I will grab the utility closet key that I totally stole right off Norm immediately as we ran through. And I will pull out some liquid clear cleaner from the utility closet. And I'm just going to go in the back door and I'm going to spill it all over the floor. So that there's a nice big slick area right in front of the back door. And then I'm going to step outside. I'm going to put on my data pad and just sit there and watch. Wait for somebody to come down the hallway.
Nice.
Okay. Mr. Norm, in full clown makeup, is walking up the stairs trying to keep up with the guys because he's wearing like armor and carrying no weapon and has a medical bag and is just drowning in gear right now. I think I'm the guy with the most gear at the moment. And I see this robot maid roll past me, or what's the robot doing?
So if you're following Dax and Lettuce, the maid bot is running to like the opposite way towards Sunny's trap. But if you followed Sunny and then went up the stairwell, then yes, the maid bot is running towards you. But it sounded like you went through the front door. And
I
not
went with them.
Okay, so the maid bot is running away and is nearing the exit on the opposite side of the building. But right outside room 208 are Lettuce and Dax, as well as
now being held up by gunpoint.
Yeah, he's got a big gun in their faces, and he's like hands behind your head, down on the ground, or I'm putting a bullet through your head.
Okay,
did what I injected him with have no effect yet?
I mean, he is slurring his words, but he is standing.
Okay. Well, I also have syringes and applicators and illicit drugs marked off on mine as well. So I want to double dose this guy, straight in the back of the spine, and make him a paraplegic for a couple hours.
Oh my god. How are you doing that if he's all the way down the hall?
I walk casually, like I'm casually approaching a child. He's drug-addled and fighting two men. Is he not a little bit distracted?
He's a bit distracted. But he's also a trained killer. And there's a clown man approaching him.
It's part of a drugs, man. He needs a saving throw.
I'm going to need some sort of check to approach him without being either noticed or stopped. How do you do that? Because he is going to notice you. Or unless you're like skulking, like that could be your option. I just need to like justify why you like get behind him to drug him even further.
I want to act so natural it puts him off.
Okay.
And he must think it's a hallucination.
Okay, great. Give me a sway.
Okay.
Let me look at your sheet really quick.
Position. I don't know what you want here.
Yeah. Really quick. Let me just look at your sheet here.
I'm just the scenery moving past him.
Find med kit, recognizable medic garb. Okay, this is
That's
gonna
my clown makeup.
Yeah, yes,
I'm not sure.
yes. This is a desperate standard sway, and you have you just have a base +1 from your gear, or I'm sorry, you have improved effect from your gear. That is a 6. Mark XP in resolve, John, because you made a desperate action. Anyone else who has made a desperate action? I don't think we've had one quite yet. I put people in desperate position.
I'm in a desperate situation, but
oh,
not acted.
Greg, you made a desperate command, or maybe that was
last
last
episode.
session. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I'm
Norm,
just this clown approaching.
Norm, you begin approaching, and he's like, "Oh, you're the fixer."
I honk my horn, do a little dance, and then inject him in the throat.
Yeah, they injected me with something. I need.
Ich come to tar.
So I said that you had increased effect. That's a 6. So you got a 3 + 1 finishes the clock. You inject this Chotarek with drugs, and he's like, "Good, now we can get the."
You said go night night.
And he just falls to the ground.
Okay.
Sunny, you watch as this maid bot rolls right over your oil like it's nothing.
Good. I'm gonna pop the door open, and I'm going to take out a little taser from my repair tools, and I'm going to zap right into the water and short out this robot.
Give me a scrap.
Can I use a gambit?
Yes.
So that will give me, what's my position here? Is it controlled? Because I was prepared for this
controlled
situation.
Standard, yes.
Controlled standard, 1 bonus dice.
Yeah. Unless you'd like a devil's bargain. Or
No, I think we're gonna roll with that.
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Okay. All right. So you zap it was water on the floor, you said?
Cleaning solution.
Oh, cleaning solution. Great. The cleaning bot ignores the cleaning solution, rolls right over it, and you just like, and it just, and it hits the ground. And you both have you all have 2 incapacitated targets. However, on a 4, a complication occurs. And that is that you all hear a sound outside. You all hear this, a like 8-bit sound of a wolf cry. Ooh.
God.
And
He
a
peeked.
ship.
You full peek there.
Yeah, a ship is approaching. Ooh. A ship called the Last of Her Pack arrives, and it's a ship that you would know from notoriety. It is the ship of Morik, legendary bounty hunter, award-winning bounty hunter. His Genesis Tech ship, the last of her pack has arrived on the scene as yet another bounty hunter comes to claim this prize. And I believe that is where we will pick up next time on Birds of the Shore. Well done, everyone. Right. You all have been rolling really, really well for practically brand new characters. Good job. This was nuts.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, that's where we'll leave things. Apologies for all of the just shitty internet quality for our viewers. Beth, Temer, Rumble Roar, really sorry about that. For people watching the VOD, if there's any like just sudden cuts and skips, I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to do my best with editing to fix that. And I'm also going to spend the next week trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with my internet. And by next week, I mean tomorrow, because on Friday we have a new Grim Streets of Alderstone. So hopefully I can fix that before then. Yeah. Any shout outs before we go tonight?
I have a shout out.
Yeah.
You can totally catch me for the next time on Friday as I join Greg on his channel.
Yeah.
For a run into the land beyond the myths. I'll be playing Fizzle Spark McAwesome Sauce, the plucky gnome wizard who is going to do everything he possibly can to make sure that he doesn't die and maybe get his minions killed. There might actually be a magic missile that flies at a familiar. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have to see we're going to have to find out. Should be fun.
More importantly, have the most terrifying token in all of Roll20.
Oh, yes. It's great. I love it.
I need to know. Andy, how's Inktober going?
Inktober, Drawtober, whatever October art holiday you celebrate.
Drawtober.
Because the Inktober's evil. What that guy is. And you guys can find my Instagram, Andaruga Hutzimer. Good luck spelling that. No other help will be offered to you.
Figured out.
And yeah, figured out. And just go check out the hashtag. There's a lot of great artists on Instagram who are also like hurting right now because Instagram is not friendly to the non-moving visual medium. So yeah.
Okay. John, tell us when we can catch your Digimon campaign and everything else you do.
Dungeon Master, and I do a Lancer Digimon campaign. It's going to happen this Friday. They're going to go and fight a bunch of bug things or Scorpios instead of befriending them because they're all bloodthirsty maniacs.
Okay. Greg, besides Land Beyond the Mist on Friday, when and where can we find you?
Back here on Wednesday as we do some more of this.
Excellent. So everyone, good luck on Friday when you have three streams happening simultaneously and whatever cacophonous madness that's going to be. We'll see you next Wednesday as well as this Friday somewhere on Twitch, and have a good one. We'll see you next time, y'all. Bye-bye.